All right, so I'm even debating doing a video for if you don't have a calculator, because it's super duper duper tedious if you don't. I'll probably end up doing it, but if you do have a calculator, this again it's the same mechanics as doing a one sample t-test. You're just doing it for the differences. Now, um, you have probably already put the information into your calculator by now. And if you have, then this will be super duper easy. So all you have to do from here, remember, we put in raw data. Normally when we do a t-test or a significance test, when we get to this step, what we do is we say, oh, I'm going to input stats. But this time we don't actually input stats. We have actual data. So our mean in this case, we're saying is 0. The list that we're using is the only one that we have. And then our alternative hypothesis is that it's actually less. And then you can decide where to put that. And I'm going to run it again and shade the p-value for you because I actually think that's interesting visual. But there we go. It tells us that my face is in the way. It tells us that the critical t-value is negative 3.5, and that carries a p-value of 0.0034 if we round, and it has 9 degrees of freedom, which, I mean, there's 10 things in here, so that wouldn't be too bad to calculate. So what we do then is we go back to our actual page and say, okay, well, what's happening? Okay, well, this test results in a, oh, I have my shoulders up here on the time, in a critical, I'm sorry, in a, not in, with a t equal to, was it negative 3.5? Was that accurate? Can't even remember. Yeah, negative 3.5. With a p value of 0.0034. Since this p value is less than our alpha of 0.05, we will reject the null hypothesis. And there you go. So there's that. I do want to go back to this, and I'll run the test one more time just because I want to show you something I found interesting. Menu, statistics, stat tests, and again, it's a t-test with data. 0, I'll do that. I'm going to have it draw and shade the p-value. Yes, that's fine. All right, so it goes ahead and draws the normal curve for you, and then if you see here the p-value, it's shaded, but you can barely see it. You can't even see it on my computer. I don't know if you can see it, but basically this part down here has been shaded in, suggesting this is the area where the probability lies. Oh, I forgot to change it to a two-sided. That might have helped. Let me see if I can change it here. Nope. Oh, I can change it here. There you go. You can't see it any better, but essentially what's happening is that this shaded part down here of 0.0034 of the area is shaded in, and it's anything less than negative 3.5. So that is kind of a good representation of what this calculation is actually doing. But as far as the AP test is concerned, we're not really interested in that. All we really need to make sure we do is explain this part, and then we can move on to the conclusion.